Hey guys, we got two things to talk about this morning. Let's get to it. So, over a year after the Parkland shooting in Florida, a lot of a lot of schools, down there in Florida don't have police officers, don't have a contact with police officers. They actually said that they believe that they're trying to get around the law. You know, they don't have cops up there if school's not currently in session and all this technical shit. And the police chief's like, he couldn't believe it. I'm not surprised. See, it's just like when they don't call these white mass shooters domestic terrorists. They don't really see this as an issue. It's like climate change. They don't really see it. Yeah, they make a big issue about it when people die. Okay, yeah. Everybody cares when kids are laying out in the street dead. But they don't care. I told you guys after Parkland, nothing changed for those kids. Those kids died in vain. They died, and those people couldn't even pass a little minor bill having to do with gun safety in the home. They couldn't even pass that. Nobody cares about these goddamn kids. That's just shit they put out. It's like I said about white supremacy and Christianity and all that. That's moral stuff. And they'll use it to make themselves look good. But when it really comes down to it, they don't care about white man. They care about me, my black ass, going in a store, minding my business, being followed around. That's what they care about. They don't care about some white guy killing. Because why? Because to them, this is their country. So if you want to go kill a bunch of kids, you have every right to do so, white man. Go right ahead. If I want to go out here and mind my business, do whatever, I'm gonna have police following. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of bullshit. You know, and that's to be expected. Sometimes I say things, and it's actually deeper. You know what I mean? Like, it's worse than I think sometimes. I'm like, damn, like, I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it'd be that bad, you know, and this is an example of that. I remember right after they had the shoot, like a month later, the cop was in the car sleeping. Yeah. The girl brought a knife to the school. These people don't take this stuff seriously, man. Like I said, I'm sure they do when kids are laying out dead in the street. They don't care. And capitalism always wins out. Now, second thing, you may have missed this. They had a speech Trump did. I'm sorry. Before I go into it, his last speech, New Hampshire, it was like behind him, and this is New Hampshire, very conservative, very racist. Like, they couldn't even fill up half the seats behind. I'm like, wow. I mean, nobody likes Trump. Nobody respects him. I'm just like, wow. Like, you can't even, like, pay people. You can't even give tickets away, man. You can't even give tickets away to get people to fill up the seats. That's crazy. That's really crazy, man. To me. Nobody can't even fill up. And they'll downplay that and stuff. Sleep my eye. They'll downplay it and stuff, but you can't make this kind of stuff up. The president comes to town, and you can't even fill up half the seats behind him. Oh man. Anyway, so when he went to one of those things, it was in Pittsburgh. It was like a Shell plant, and Shell told their workers, if you come to work, you've got to go to the meeting. You got to go to the meeting. And it was like, no shouting, no protest, no resistance will be allowed. And I remember when I watched that video about them, like, most of the time, the people behind them, the yellow vests, they didn't cheer for Trump. They didn't clap. It was like there was a few of them, but most of them were like looking sideways and like looking like. I'm gonna go back and watch the video. I don't normally watch Trump speeches. I'm gonna tell you, I don't normally watch Trump speeches. Honestly, God, I don't. But I'm gonna go back and watch this one. Oh yeah. Just simply due to the fact that these people were essentially paid hostages. They were paid hostages to sit there with Trump. I don't think I've ever heard of a president needing to do that ever. I don't even Bush. I don't think you ever had a president where people were forced to go to the meeting or take a day without pay. Wow. I mean that to me is like Nazi-esque. People talk about Nazism and Trump and all this. That right there may be one of the most Nazi-esque things I've ever heard in my life. Because the Nazis were all about the way the Nazis set it up. To be anything in Germany, you had to be a Nazi. If you wanted to be a teacher, you had to be a Nazi. You want to be a Boy Scout, they had their own little Nazi stuff. The Wandervogel, whatever, the Wandering Birds. Anything you went to and did in German society, there was a Nazi concept. There was a Nazi, there was a Nazi part of it. You understand? Anything you did, the teachers' unions, whatever, it's all Nazis. And you had to do that if you want to keep your job. You had to do that if you wanted to get anywhere in your job. You had to be. That's why you hear them use the term political. Like, I was not a political Nazi. That's what that means. They were just a Nazi. Like I'm a black man. I'm not a political. Am I a political black man? You got black men who are not political. You got black men who are just black. And then you have Van Jones. You got people on John Lemon on CNN. You got what's the brother I like so much? Ronald, Roland Martin. You got political black men. So, but the fact that they would do that, it doesn't surprise me. And then they were talking about Trump said something about he would tell their union something. I'm just like, wow, that's a slap in the face, man. We're here just to get our paycheck. And there's a socialist concept to that. I need to contact people to make them do a podcast on it. That is really deep. You when Trump is out of office, you could do a college course on his lies, manipulation, all of it. And it just showing you where workers stand today. That workers really don't have any rights. Even unions, a lot of unions don't stand for us. They don't. I think that